but who will take the fall? Who will win it all? You know the cost, still you go through walls. Keep on acting small. Even if you got something left to lose, even if there is something left for you to prove, I got bad taste of hanging around you. I'm so sorry about the bitter end. I'm so sorry if I misbehave. In the middle we got tangled up, but in the aftermath of us, I don't regret that much. I don't regret that. Sunny side up, try to keep it cool, bending all the rules, bending all the rules. It gets colder, but I hate being cool. I can't be cruel to you. Even if you got something left to lose, even if there is something left for you to prove, I got bad taste of hanging around you. I'm so sorry about the bitter end. I'm so sorry if I misbehave. In the middle we got tangled up, but in the aftermath of us, I don't regret that much. I don't regret that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. In the aftermath of us, ooh, ooh, ooh. Baby, I got no excuses. I got nothing left to say. Didn't wanna stand up useless, but in the aftermath of us, I'm so sorry about the bitter end. I'm so sorry if I misbehave. In the middle we got tangled up, but in the aftermath of us, I don't regret that much. Don't regret that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. In the aftermath of us, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yeah. Shawty, don't move that way. Don't move that way. Don't move that way. What are we doing? Yeah. Shawty, don't move that way. Don't move that way. Don't move that way. What are we doing? Yeah. I could've sworn I had a bad one. You couldn't tell me nothing, boy, I had one. Now I got you like a bandit. Know well enough I could've had it. All these things that we're facing now I have it. Going in and out like a hazard. Told you everything we want, we have it. Just say the word, just say the word, just say the word, yeah. Then we like, oh yeah. Then we hit the, oh yeah. Girl, the same fly, the skin fly, but still the same guy, yeah. Shawty, don't move that way. Don't move that way. Don't move that way. What are we doing? Yeah. Shawty, don't move that way. Don't move that way. Don't move that way. What are we doing? Yeah. I could've sworn I had a bad one. We ain't talking shoulda, coulda, would one. Life ain't the same since the marriage. Parking all my horses in a carriage. Now this life that we're making now a habit. Won't leave you lonely or abandoned. Told you everything we want, we have it. Just say the word, just say the word, just say the word, yeah, yeah. Then we hit the, oh yeah. Then we hit the, oh yeah. Girl, the same fly, the skin fly, but still the same guy, yeah. Shawty, don't move that way. Don't move that way. Don't move that way. What are we doing? Yeah. Shawty, don't move that way. Don't move that way. Don't move that way. What are
me once, fool me twice. When you're hiding things, might as well be lies. Can you ever get it right? How long will I let this shit fly? Hit up my girls, pull up, I'm outside, waiting by the curb. Too upset to drive, you getting on my nerves. We gon' get lit on this ride. I look too damn good to fight. Don't expect me to come home tonight. Don't worry about me, see you in the morning. Bet you never thought that I would leave. Think I had about enough. I mean, hold up, you could call me on my bluff. I ain't coming, don't wait up. You gon' miss this body, too late, oh I'm sorry. Bet you never thought that I would leave. Had about enough. Hold up, call me on my bluff. I ain't coming, don't wait up. I ain't coming, don't wait up. Tryna get you to wake up. I ain't coming, don't wait up. Can't ignore my intuition, baby. I know you're typing every game you try to play. You know you could get replaced, ayy. Cause I won't track around, no that way. Hit up my girls, pull up, I'm outside, waiting by the curb. Too upset to drive, you getting on my nerves. So we gon' get lit on this ride. I look too damn good tonight, and I just wanna have a good time. Don't worry about me, see you in the morning. Bet you never thought that I would leave. Think I had about enough. I mean, hold up, you could call me on my bluff. I ain't coming, don't wait up. You gon' miss this body, too late, oh I'm sorry. Bet you never thought that I would leave. Had about enough. Hold up, call me on my bluff. I ain't coming, don't wait up. I ain't coming, don't wait up. Tryna get you to wake up. I ain't coming, don't wait up. Gonna lead a drama, cause I'm too grown. Let you deal with that alone. I'ma get back when I do, don't call my phone and don't leave the lights on for me. Don't worry about me, see you in the morning. Bet you never thought that I would leave. Think I had about enough. I mean, hold up, you could call me on my bluff. I ain't coming, don't wait up. You gon' miss this body, too late, oh I'm sorry. Bet you never thought that I would leave. Had about enough. Hold up, call me on my bluff. I ain't coming, don't wait up. Wait up. Wait up. Why you texting, you still wanna lay up? Nope, no thanks. I ain't coming, don't wait up.
I haven't seen you in a long time. Almost been a year since you broke my heart and tore me apart. Oh, yeah. I've been working on myself, trying to move on. Looking up at someone else, trying to forget and get you out of my head. No, I deleted all your messages, cause it only reminds me of the past. But you're still drunk texting me when you're lonely. I don't know why you keep calling me on my phone. Thought I was clear, I'm not your friend, I'm not the only. You think I'm the same, but you don't even know me. So I don't know why you keep calling me. What makes you think I would go back? Why would I wanna try again? You're not listening, no. You keep saying you changed, but we both know people don't change it. It's time to let me go, why won't you leave me alone? I deleted all your messages, Cause it only reminds me of the past. But you're still drunk texting me when you're lonely. I don't know why you keep calling me on my phone. Thought I was clear, I'm not your friend, I'm not the old me. You think I'm the same, but you don't even know me. So I don't know why you keep calling me. I deleted all your messages, cause it only reminds me of the past. But you're still drunk texting me when you're lonely. I don't know why you keep calling me on my phone. Thought I was clear, I'm not your friend, I'm not the only. You think I'm the same, but you don't even know me. So I don't know why you keep calling me.
Mic check 1 2. All right. What up, Chaos? What up, Insane?
I've been working overtime like crazy.
Boy, I'll be so busy, man. You guys don't understand. It takes a lot for me to turn on this damn
Haven't had a single
camera,
day off
microphone.
duty. Just to
But I gotta get this show. I got these shows I gotta knock out so I can move over to my other format, because I'm gonna feel weird if I don't do these shows. I've already prepped them. I got shows I've already prepped, man. I got like 2 weeks worth of shows I've already prepped. I'm gonna shoot these shows and then I'm gonna switch to the new format. If I was smart, I would just go live back to back to back. I might do that next week. I don't know. But tonight we're gonna talk about this conditional leadership that women talk about. Marcus, what up, bro? Good to see you, man.
Do you even care when I say, oh baby? Can you even tell I'm under your spell? Oh baby, I just wanna take another look at you so our eyes can finally meet. I just wanna take another look at you. Maybe that's when you'll see that I'm falling hopelessly in love with you, 'cause you're making me complete. I just wanna take another look at you. Will you let me? I just wanna take another look at you so our eyes can finally meet. I just wanna take another look at you. Maybe that's when you will see that I'm falling hopelessly in love with you, 'cause you're making me complete. I just wanna take another look at you. Will you let me?
Mic check 1 2. Give me a second, y'all. Oh man, are you sure you want to go live? Yes, I'm sure. Run it up, run it up. Why can't I see what the hell is going on? Hold on. Oh, I got the chat going to Twitter. Fuck. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Can I switch it to TikTok? Let's see. Damn. It's not working, y'all. Not that I really care. Oh, shit. How does StreamYard know that my man Chaos said hit the like button? It shouldn't even be monitoring it over here, but it is. That's cool. I'll take that. Chaos, do me a favor. Run over to TikTok. Am I live on my TikTok, Chaos? If you could take a look for me, that'd be dope. It's telling me that I'm not. At least TikTok isn't, but I can't. Over here, it's not telling me where I'm live at on my system. I'm sure it's telling. Oh yeah, no, it tells me I'm live at TikTok, but I can't see it. I'm gonna restart this app one more time. Then we're gonna just jump right into it, y'all. Man, I promise you I only want to be here 30 minutes tonight. 30 minutes. And we out. It's late. I'm supposed to go to a masquerade party in Beverly Hills. It's already 10 o'clock. If I go live till 11, hair up and get dressed, I could probably be there by midnight. What good is rolling up to a masquerade party at midnight? Oh, now it's telling me online. Now I see myself. Midnight. Oh, now it's telling me online. Now I see myself. Midnight. Chaos said make it 60 minutes. All right. Welcome to another episode of High Value Shannon. Not only Shannon, High Value Man, so is the content. We're glad you guys are here. Appreciate you. Hit the like button, share, do all the things that you know us content creators need so we can get the word out. Some people want to grow their channel. Some people just want the word out. I want the word out. Growth is cool, but it's more important that people share the information that I have. Man, I got these apples. One bad apple spoils the bunch. I got these apples I keep in here. And this bad apple right here, I gotta get rid of this. Hold on. One bad apple spoils the bunch. That's a good analogy for you and your friends, your friendship circle. Make sure you get rid of the bad apples, man. Or they all go bad. You got to cut it off. Appreciate you guys being here. We're going to talk about conditional leadership. Because the ladies, you say you want a strong man to lead, but you slap these conditions on your man's leadership. You know, like as if he's auditioning for your approval. Women have these conditions for men to lead. You know, as if he's tap dancing for her approval. And that's not leadership, man. That's actually a form of control, believe it or not. You know, as women is always talking about men are controlling. Don't be controlling. You know, that's not leadership, that's controlling. You know, that's actually reverse controlling. If you expect a man to lead the way you want him to, and the only way that you'll follow him is if he leads you the way you want to be led, that's not leadership at all. That's control. So if you want a real marriage, ladies, you need to get in line or move along. Get in line or move along. You know, women, they claim they want masculine leaders, but they reject submission. Ladies, you reject submission. I mean, in fact, the word submission is really a trigger word for a lot of you. You know, you hate the word obey. Oh, to hear the word obey? It was in marriage vows for hundreds of years. And suddenly now, obey is a bad word. And you only follow your man when it feels right. Not when it is right. Not when it's actually right, but when it feels right is when you want to follow your man. So we're going to talk about that, ladies. Tonight I'm talking to the ladies. This is a men's advocacy channel. But tonight I wanted to talk about this conditional leadership thing. You know, because true submission, ladies, to be honest with you, it's essential for a strong relationship. It's necessary if you want a strong relationship. I don't care how you slice it. Consent of the governed. Anybody ever heard that term before? Anybody at TikTok? Anybody at Twitter? Anybody at, where am I? Twitch, YouTube, Facebook? Consent of the governed. It's where leadership needs willing followers. You have to want to be led. You have to desire to be led because you trust in the leadership. And sometimes it's not always going to be what you want. But when it's conditional, you know, you're ultimately undermining your man's ability to lead. When you'll only do it if it's like you want it to be done or when you feel good about it. Oftentimes it's going to be stuff that you don't want to hear. Oftentimes you're going to have to do things that you don't want to hear. Oftentimes he's going to want to take you places that you don't want to go. Proverbially, actually, however you want to slice it, he's going to want to take you places that you don't want to go. Even if it's for your own good, you're still not going to want to go. Will you go, ladies? Think about when you're raising your children. Your children, you know, chocolate cake for breakfast. Your kids want chocolate cake and gummy bears and snacks and pies all the time. They don't want to eat vegetables. They don't want to eat vegetables. They don't want to eat. All they want is the sweet stuff. But you still make them eat it, right? Because you know better. Is that the same situation with you and your man? A man cannot build a thriving family, ladies, without a cooperative woman. what I'm hearing so much in a lot of these conversations is I'll follow if I could find a man that leads. My argument is all men are leaders. Remember, I did a show on that a while ago. If you go on my YouTube and look back at the High Value Shans, you'll see I did a show called All Men 100% are leaders. Is he good enough to lead you? That's a different question. Ladies, do you want a man to lead? Or do you just want a man who does what you want? How does it feel when your leadership is questioned, fellas? You know what you need to do. You know you have the savings plan for the house that you and your woman want to move into, and you have the plan, and you've already mapped it out. You set the milestones and the dates and the things that need to be achieved at a certain amount of time so you guys can get that house in that neighborhood that you want. But your woman doesn't want to do it your way. She doesn't want to save that money the way that you want to save it. She doesn't want to follow your savings plan. How does that feel, fellas? You know, remodel that bathroom. You want to remodel the bathroom. Rip out the cabinets and put in a new tub, a new shower. All new glass, new lighting, new floor. Get rid of that tile. You want a nice bathroom, and you know your woman wants that bathroom. She wants to feel good in that bathroom, and you have a plan for making that happen, but she doesn't like your plan. And understand something, gentlemen. There's a difference between controlling and being in control. Like, for instance, as an example, because it just popped in my head, thinking about remodeling a bathroom. If you remodel the bathroom, are you allowing her to give her input as to how that bathroom is going to look? Are you guys arguing over the color of the tile? You're arguing over a round mirror versus a square or rectangle mirror. You're arguing over the type of, the countertop, the material of the countertop, or what color the cabinets are going to be, or if you're going to get an elongated toilet or a short toilet, like different things like that. Are you allowing your woman to have some input on the design of the bathroom? You should. It's going to be a bathroom that she's going to be using as well. However, ladies, are you allowing your man to do what's necessary so he can make that happen? Are you overbearing, overpowering, always trying to argue or stay in control in some manner to the process of making that bathroom happen? Let's go ahead and get into it. I made some notes over here at YouTube. The contradiction of conditional leadership. The contradiction of conditional leadership. Many women say they want a strong masculine leader to lead, to learn from. How many times, fellas, have you heard that? Oh, I want a man that I can learn from. I want somebody I can learn from. We hear that a lot, ladies. You guys say it a lot. You want to be taught. You want to be able to ask your man a question and he rattle off an answer right away, like Chat GPT. You want a built-in Chat GPT in your man. You want to be able to be curious about something and be able to go to him for answers, and then he just explain it to you. Maybe you want the definition of a word, or maybe you don't understand something politically. Maybe you don't understand something religiously. Maybe you don't understand a certain mechanical thing around the house, or whatever it is. Maybe you have questions about what you should do at your job when it comes to, because maybe you're confused about a little something. You want to be able to go to your man and ask that question, and he just answer right away. Women say they want a strong leader that they can learn from. The problem is that you ladies, you impose conditions. Only following if he leads the way that they want. And this contradicts true leadership. It does. You see, conditional leadership, women demand men meet specific criteria, like leading with their approval or aligning with their feelings. Like, so if you guys need a new car, And ladies, you want a Mercedes Benz, but he knows about Mercedes Benz. He's had a bunch of them. I've had a bunch of Benzes. I stopped counting after 6 or 7. I've had about 6 or 7 Mercedes. But you want a Mercedes, and he already knows the headaches or the problems, or he could see the future, or he know the model, the particular model that you want. Maybe you want a G-Wagon, or maybe you want, a GLS, or maybe you want a particular Mercedes, and he knows better. And he's like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. I'm gonna get you the BMW, and you mad now. You want the Mercedes, he wants the BMW. You want it in white, he wants to get it in black. Are you going to allow him to do what he needs to do to make sure that you're safe, to make sure that the family is financially sound in the decision that they're making, that you guys are making with getting this investment in this automobile? If the car breaks down, you're going to look to him to get it fixed. Something goes wrong with the transmission, you looking dead at your man saying, my transmission is slipping, something's wrong with it. Do you want to have an argument in the future with him saying, I told you not to buy that damn Mercedes Benz. I told you we should have got the BMW. Alternatively, say, for instance, you allow him to go ahead and get the BMW that he wants to get for the family, even though it goes against your better judgment, ladies. You guys want a Mercedes Benz. He gets the BMW and you just say, okay. And then the BMW breaks down. What happens when the BMW breaks down? Do you ladies at that point throw it in his face and say, see, I told you we should have got the Mercedes, and cause contention in the relationship because the shit happens? This is what we talk about when it comes to cooperation. Just because you want the Mercedes and he wants the BMW and he gets the BMW and the BMW breaks down and now it costs a bunch of money to get the engine fixed in the BMW. Do you rub it in his face, ladies, and say, see? And maybe you don't even say it verbally, but you do it in the way that you move, your mannerisms. Are you a supportive woman? Say, oh, baby, damn, the BMW broke. What do we need to do to get it fixed? Are you a supportive woman? The kind that's going to get behind him, even though he got a car that you didn't want. You didn't want it. Or are you the kind of woman that's going to be like, should have listened at me to begin with? I know, I get it. It's a shitty. It can be a shitty situation. I would argue, ladies, get behind your man no matter what. Win, lose, or draw. But you've been taught and shown that you don't have to do that today. That's the modern woman. That's one of the breakdowns in our relationships. There used to be a time where women was just happy with getting a man that cared enough. There used to be a time when women were happy with getting a man that cared enough to make sure that she got to work. She went from point A to point B safely and comfortably. And he was excited to make sure that she got there that way. She didn't give a damn if it was a Mercedes-Benz, a BMW, a Honda, a Toyota. She was appreciative that she had a man that worked his ass off to make sure that she got to where she needed to go safely and soundly. Is that the same? Are those women? Are you that woman? Baby, I'll take whatever you give me, especially if he's paying for it. Imagine that. Imagine being picky and you ain't paying for shit. Imagine you being picky. Hey, Pam at TikTok, I see you. Good morning from Dallas, Texas. Yo, that's right. It is early in the morning in Dallas, Texas. Shout out to you, Pam. I see you. It's funny because now I see Pam over here on TikTok because I got it on my iPhone, but I should be having it over here, but I don't see her. It's all good. I'm trying to simulcast them in different places. A wife wants her husband to plan the family's future, but she vetoes his decision if they don't feel right to her. I need a man that's going to lead And then when he leads, you don't like it, so now there's a problem. You veto his decisions. You kill him. I don't want to go there for vacation next summer. I don't want the kids to go to that school. I don't want that type of refrigerator. I know we need a new refrigerator, baby, and I know you're going to pay for it, but I don't want that one. So it's a problem. But this is the same person that's saying, I want a man that can lead. So does he need to lead the way you want him to? Listen, I get it. Submissive is a dirty word for many modern women. And it's influenced by feminist ideals. About 60% of women in surveys want a leader in their marriage. More than half women want a leader. She wants a man that she can follow, she can look up to, she can trust in and believe in, and go when he goes, go where he goes, and go how he goes. But only 20% of women accept the vows with obey in it. Imagine that. 60% of women want a man that will lead her, but only 20% will obey. Now, how does that work? That doesn't. That doesn't. The math ain't. What they say, the math ain't mathing. The math is not mathing on that. 20% of women will obey, but 60% want a man to lead them. Then how can you be led if you're not gonna do what the fuck you need to do? How can that happen? How can you be led if you won't do what you're told to do? What you're supposed to do? How can you be led if you won't follow the plan? If you won't follow the program? You're questioning every move, every decision, every turn that he makes. You don't know if you want to necessarily do that. I don't like that. He wants you to go to the gym and get fit. You don't want to go to the gym and get fit because you don't like getting up early in the morning. Hey, you get 5:30. Set the alarm for what time? You want me to wake up and go to 24-hour fitness when? Oh, I'm not doing that. I'm not getting up and going to no 24-hour fitness at 6 in the morning. I need to stay asleep. But he's like, well, you know, we gaining a little weight, babe. I'm getting a little big. You getting a little big. We need to go get on that tree. You know, all you got to do is go get on the elliptical, hit the elliptical for 30 minutes. I'm going to be in the weight room. I'm going to get a little cardio in and then we out. We're going to be out in an hour. No, I don't want to go. Well, why not? Because I'm sleepy. Even though it's for your own good. Ladies, leadership requires trust. I'm going to read from my notes here. Leadership requires trust, not control. If a woman only follows when she agrees, ladies, if you only follow your man when you agree with him, you are the leader. Think about it. If a woman only follows her man when she agrees with what he's saying, then she's the leader. A wife says she wants her husband to decide finances but overrides his budget because it feels restrictive. Then whose budget is it? If he says, listen, I make this amount of money this month, and maybe you work and you make this amount of money this month, and this is our goal that we want to achieve by the end of the year. This is what we want to buy. This is what we want to own. This is where we want to live. This is the apartment we want to move to. This is the condo we want to buy. And so he sets a plan together for you guys to acquire that car, that bedroom set, that vacation and pay for those plane tickets, that those cruise tickets, that concert ticket, to be able to put the down payment on that house, to get, whatever it is, to upgrade your wedding ring, whatever it is, ladies. He sets a financial plan in place and said, this is how much we need to save. This is how much I bring in every 2 weeks on my paycheck. This is how much you bring in every 2 weeks on your paycheck. We need to get rid of this, and get rid of this. I know you want to keep it, but yeah, we got to get rid of this part of, we don't need Hulu, Netflix, Disney Plus, HBO, BET. We don't need all these streaming services. And you like, well, I got a show on all of them. We got to keep all of these shows because it has a show for all of them. But he's like, baby, we pay $150 a month in just streaming services. We don't need all of that. We don't even need to be watching that much TV. Why don't we just cut it back to Netflix only? Netflix only is $18.99 for the HD package. We'll just get that. We'll cut everything else out. But you like, no, I need Game of Thrones on HBO. I need this. I need the Kardashians on Hulu. I need Amazon Prime I need all my shows. And he's just like, well, damn, okay, listen, you want to blow $1,400 for the year, but that $1,400 can go towards this vacation that you say you want to go on. And I'm saying, why don't we just watch the shows when they pop up for free on Tubi or some shit, right? And you're like, nope, I don't want to do that. Then who's in control? Do you really want to be led? That's the question. If you're not going to follow his plan because it doesn't feel right for you, then you are the leader, not him. That's what we mean by consent of the governed. Have you guys ever heard of that term before? Consent of the governed? I don't know if I coined that term because I've been using it for so long. I don't think I coined that term. I think I got it from someplace. So I'm not going to claim ownership to that one. But consent of the governed is leadership when leadership needs willing followers. It's like a basketball coach. What good is a basketball coach if his players is not going to follow the plays? What good is a football coach if the quarterback is going to change the plays in the huddle and not do what the coach said to do? Not call. The coach calls a play from the sideline, and then the quarterback changes the play in the huddle, not on the snap, but in the huddle. Consent of the governed needs willing followers, like a coach needs players or military needs soldiers. But unfortunately, modern laws and the laws and the freedom that has been given today lets women opt out if they don't like the leader style. Unlike a job where you follow the manager or you get fired. And this is where this is where I come to the men and say, hey man, you need to start firing women. Don't be so attached. If somebody can't follow your program, you gotta get rid of that employee. It's just that simple. You hear it all the time. You'll do what your boss tell you to do, even if your boss tells you to go clean out your cashier or wipe your desk off. You hop to it. You know why? Because you're getting that paycheck every month. But you don't have that same energy when it comes to me. You know why? It's because she's not worried about getting fired from you. She's not worried about keeping her job at home. She feels that that's secure. But she'll do what her boss tells her to do because, she'll get replaced. Ladies, are you following your man's lead? Or are you waiting for him to mess up so you can take over? Are you hoping that BMW that he wants breaks down so you can point fingers at him and say, see, I told you we shouldn't have got that BMW. We should have got a Mercedes-Benz like I wanted. You gonna do some shit like that? You gonna pull that move on your man, ladies? Modern women. Don't be her, ladies. I got 4 slides today. That's slide number 1. Every turn I add, every question, ladies, don't be her. If you want success, in your relationships. Don't be hurt. Now, here's the important part. Let me give you the answers to the test before we even take it. Ladies, stop fucking with men who you don't trust. If you know what he's doing is best for you in the long run, not the short run, not how you feel today, not how it's gonna make you feel this weekend, not how it's gonna make you look to your friends tomorrow, but your long-term success. You want a man that's interested in your long-term success. And you believe, and he has a track record of winning, by the way. That's important too. A lot of you ladies will get with a man and you could see that everything he touches is successful. He's successful. He comes through. Somehow, some way, shit works out for him. But you think it ain't gonna work out if he includes you in his life? Because you don't like the method in which he's, moving? Ladies, let me explain to you why submission is essential for a strong marriage. Relationship is the goal, right? Relationship is the goal. Nicole says, everybody listens to their boss though, brother. Yeah, everybody listens to their boss. They do. That's absolutely right. Or you get fired. Men and women alike, Nicole, listens to their boss or they get fired. But somehow, women, Nicole, want a man to lead her. Men don't want a woman to lead him. So let's be clear. You're right, Nicole. Everybody listens to their boss. Who's the boss in the relationship? Women, this is what you ladies say. I want a man that can lead me. That is what women say. By definition, that's a boss. So if you have somebody that's leading you, just like your supervisor leads you at work, your manager leads you at work, and you do what they say, how come that same energy isn't done at home? And that's what we talk about tonight. That's all. It can't be, there's no conditional leadership at work. You do what the fuck you told. Or you find another job. It's just that simple. A leader isn't a boss, though. A manager is. You women, you play with. A leader isn't a boss. God damn, man. The shit that men got to deal with. You laughing, Nicole. You could play with words. And see, and that's what I meant earlier, you guys. Remember I was telling you about 15 minutes ago, I was telling you that women they get hung up on these words. Obey in the matrimony. Submission. They get hung up on words. They get hung up on words. Let me do it like this. Even if you feel that the definition between a boss and a leader is different, because one you work for and one is just leading you. I guess your argument is one is you work for one, right? I work for that person. And the other person, he's just leading me and telling me what to do. I think that's what you're trying to argue. I think that's what you're trying to argue, which is crazy to me, but okay. Chaos, they think it's funny. But you know why chaos is? Because it's the words. It's the words. Let me tell you something. I'm the boss over here. And you get paid. It's a payment. Oh, what my man said? He said it's intangible for them to get it. Yeah, exactly. She said, I'm saying that a leader gets things done through other people. A manager has formal authority and power. And you don't think that a leader has authority and power? Are you asserting, and listen to what you're saying, ladies. Are you asserting that a leader does not have authority? Everybody go look at my tweet that I put up this morning on my threads, Twitter, Facebook. Nicole is asserting, and like many women are, but mind you, she's not alone. A lot of women think like her. She believes that a leader does not have authority. She doesn't believe that a leader has authority, and she doesn't believe a leader has any power. She believes that a leader has no authority, no power. And this is what I mean by consent of the governed. So according to Nicole, a basketball coach has no authority over his players. He's just guiding them on what to do on the basketball court. A football coach, a tennis coach, is just guiding his players. There's no authority there. Fellas, I already know how you looking at this because logical, right? Hopefully it's catching on to what. Hopefully it's like a light bulb is going off Nicole's head. Does my coach have any authority over the way that this game is going to be played? Because he's just a leader. He's just a coach. Wait, she says, no, a leader does have formal authority. A manager does. Leadership is informal. Anyway, okay, so now, yeah, all you have to do is just talk to them a little bit sometimes. And they start thinking. Now, she's not going to say, I was wrong. She's not going to say that. Because imagine a woman saying, oops, my bad. Imagine a woman saying, oh, okay, I get it. She's saying that a leader does have formal authority, but there's receipts right above. She can't delete the text. I don't think she can. Maybe TikTok allows you to. She says, no, a leader gets things done. A manager has formal authority and power. So she separated the two, but now she's put them together. So, gentlemen, make sure you get a woman that doesn't play semantics, doesn't talk about if a boss is a leader or a leader is a boss, or if you have authority or you don't have authority, or you get things done, but you're not in charge, or you're in charge kind of, sort of, or what we're talking about tonight. Are you in charge when it feels good for her? And this is what we mean by conditional. This is why I used, if you look down here, everybody at TikTok, I got the thumbnail up. I will follow under certain conditions. That's what women do. Because if it doesn't feel right for them, if they feel like they're being controlled, they won't follow because it doesn't feel good. Even though they claim that they want a leader, but that's literally by definition what has to happen. So this is why I'm explaining to ladies why submission is essential for a strong marriage. True submission. True submission. Yeah, exactly, bro. They play coy until you locked in. True submission, trusting a man's leadership, Nicole. Trusting a man's leadership, Nicole, without consent. Without constant conditions is the foundation of a successful marriage with a masculine man. Now, fellas, now I'm back on you real quick. Let me jump on the guys real quick. With a masculine man. You know, I've always said that there's three types of relationships, right? There's a relationship where there's a leader and a follower. There's a relationship where there's two leaders, and there's a relationship where there's a follower and a leader. The one that's successful is where the man is leading. Now, two people who bump heads because maybe she's have an A-type personality and she feels that she needs to lead, or maybe she's been, kind of masculine most of her young adult life, and then it's hard for her to turn that off or give that trust to another person, because that happens for some women. They don't really want to give up any kind of power to somebody else, or they claim they want the soft life. I mean, we've heard all these terms and all these these cliches that's been going around for the last few years. Now it's the soft life and the passenger princess, right? They don't have a problem being a passenger princess. They don't have no motherfucking problem with that, right? They don't have no problem with those kind of things, being soft. But that's because it benefits them. The moment it doesn't benefit them, or it's a little work for them, or they got to do something that they don't want to do, suddenly it's a problem. And that's the nature of this show tonight. But true submission is trusting a man's leadership without constant conditions. You can't say, well, I'll do it F. Only F. Yeah, you can drive. If I could sit back, but you need me to do what? No, I don't want to do that. Then, the foundation of a successful marriage, this works with the masculine men. Gentlemen, this is on you now. What kind of man are you? What kind of man are you? See, there's a lot of soft dudes out there. We have, and this is I'm Generation X. I was born in 1972. I'm 53 today. Unfortunately, a lot of men from my era dropped the ball. We fucked up. A lot of guys from my generation fucked up. And the fruits of our shitty rearing of our children for a lot of our men has resulted in a lot of soft guys. Let me put it out there like that. We got a lot of soft men out there, and we need to toughen them up. Fellas, for the guys that's out there that's strong, brothers that like my man Chaos over here and Insane over at YouTube. For guys like them, we need to toughen up. We need to strengthen up the men. In any way you can, in your community, in your circle, in your family, in your friendships. Because what I'm talking about requires masculinity on the man. And the man only, ladies. Submission, not servitude, but willingly supporting his vision for the family, ladies, even when you disagree. Even when you disagree, as long as it's not abusive. We don't tolerate abuse. Ladies, don't you tolerate abuse. This ain't pimping and hoeing I'm talking about. We don't tolerate abuse. Ladies, don't you dare tolerate abuse. But you need to support your man's vision, even if you don't like the plan. Even if you don't like the plan. It may not even be, it's not your vision, ladies. What if your man wants to move? Here's an example. Backing his decision to move for a job and trusting his judgment. What if your man one day wakes up and says, babe, we got to move to the Midwest. You live on the East Coast, or you live down south, or you live on the West Coast. You live out here in LA, where I'm at. And you wake up one day and your man tells you, we got to move to Wisconsin. My job, or I have an idea, or whatever. I want to move to North Carolina. Ladies, what do? You don't want to go. You don't want to go. And I ain't talking about your boyfriend. I'm talking about your husband. Do you say, okay, babe, when do we start packing? Or do you say, I don't know about that? Do you tell your man, I don't know about that? Let me give you the military analogy, because I'm Sergeant Shan, by the way. A successful military does not let soldiers pick orders based on their feelings. When I used to give orders, the missions that we ran when I was deployed in 1993 and 1994 were not successful because we allowed our soldiers, or I allowed my soldiers in my platoon that I was in charge of to run the plays based on their feelings. My soldiers followed their orders or they faced consequences, period. A marriage, ladies, needs to be a similar commitment. Nicole says she's in North Carolina, but see, is that because you don't like North Carolina? Like, Nicole, if you were with a man and he's like, baby, we got to move to LA. You may say, oh shit, because that benefits you. But what if you didn't? What if he said we got to go to Idaho, Nicole? See, I know North Carolina, the loss to Beverly Hills, you might not have a problem with that. But what if he said we have to go to West Virginia? That's the question. In the military, I didn't get to select where I was deployed. I went where I was told for the greater good of the country. Ladies, do you follow your man where he's going for the greater good of the family? See, Nicole says she's not going to Utah. She ain't going to the slopes. She ain't going to that cold ass country. Nicole is not going to West Virginia. Come on, Nicole. See? Modern women. Your man said, baby, this is what we doing. And I need you to, you with me or you not? And you saying, I don't know about that. I don't know about West Virginia. Connecticut? We got to go way up to Connecticut? Maine? Why do I want to go to Maine? Who's in Maine? Who's in Maine? But your husband is telling you, the commander, the leader, the boss, the manager, the supervisor, however you pick a title. Nicole, do you go where he feels is best for the family? Let me give you a workplace analogy. I gave you a military analogy. A manager leads, employees follow, or they're fired. A manager leads, employees follow, or they're fired. In marriage, a woman's refusal to follow undermines a unified family. Nicole, I'm talking to you, baby. Your refusal to follow your man undermines what's supposed to be a unified family. But the benefits of submission greatly outweigh the detriments. It creates peace and harmony in your relationship. It creates trust in your relationship. It adds stability to your family structure. And statistics show that couples with clear roles report 25% higher satisfaction. He does what he's supposed to do to make me happy. I do what I'm supposed to do to make him happy. I have my role, he has his role, and he does his role to the best of his abilities. I do mine to the best of my abilities. And if his role is to lead, then I am to follow. It's just that simple. It's not really a rocket science. Ladies, if you trust your man's financial plan, even if it's tough, and it thrives, while another fights every choice, leading to conflict, is that harmony in the relationship? Is that harmony in the relationship? Nicole says if she was married, I would go. Well, that's what I'm talking. Okay, Nicole, let me be clear. I ain't talking about your boyfriend. This requires a commitment of some sort. Now, what you define as marriage can be different than others. Some people may define marriage without the government getting involved. You know, a committed relationship. I'm talking about a committed, lifelong commitment in a relationship. I don't preach polyamory. I don't preach polygamy. I don't talk about boyfriend, girlfriend. I'm talking about a man who is committed to a woman and a woman who is committed to a man. How you define that is on you. Some people consider it life partners, and they eliminate the entire marriage and get the government involved. Others require the government to get involved in prenups and marriage certificates and priests and all that kind of stuff. However you define it, I'm talking about a committed relationship. I am not talking about somebody you're dating. Everything I'm talking about is about somebody that you're with for real. And if he's not willing to commit to you like that, everything I'm talking about is out the door. You don't got to follow him. You don't got to follow him. Don't follow that nigga, because he might be here today and gone tomorrow. I'm talking about a man who is clearly investing in you, showing you that he loves you and wants the best for you and him and the family that you and him create. That is who I am speaking of, period. Hey, LaRonda. Good to see you, love. What's stopping women from trusting their man to lead these days? And gentlemen, how would your life change if you had a supportive partner? Fellas, just think about it. Close your eyes for a second, gentlemen. Imagine having a woman who was supportive in everything that you set out to do. Would you actually work harder to make sure that shit was successful because you knew she had your back? Oh. Let me tell you something, man. Having a woman have your back that's a different feeling, to know that good, bad, or indifferent, she got you. You fuck up, she got you. You succeed, she got you. It's an even wash, she got you. You invest some money in something that you wholeheartedly believe is going to return handsomely for your family, she's behind you. You invest some money in something that you really believed in and you lost it all, gentlemen. You lost the bet. You lost the investment. It is gone and gone forever. And she still got you. You gonna get that bread back, ain't you? Knowing that she got your back like that? Shit. Ladies, what's stopping you from supporting and submitting and following your man, submitting to and following your man in that manner today in 2025, leading into 2026? Is it because you haven't seen it? Is it because you were sheltered from it? You were kept away from that type of leadership? Maybe you grew up in a matriarchal family where there really wasn't no men at all. You know, maybe it was an uncle here or there, but wasn't no fathers, wasn't no grandfathers, wasn't no brothers that was in charge of shit. It was mama, big mama, auntie nam, nam, Nana, Gigi, it was all women. So you never even seen masculine leadership. Is that one of the reasons why you're reluctant to allow a man to lead? Did you see a man who tried to lead and he failed at every fucking turn? Everything that he set out to do didn't work. He led you guys into burning buildings. He led your family. He led your mama. He led you. All the leadership that you saw in men, they crashed and burned on every decision. Ladies, tell me, what's stopping you from trusting your man to lead today? I understand. I've heard it all, by the way, and I've seen it all. But I've also seen when it works. I've seen when it works, ladies. The problem with modern women and feeling-based followings. Let me tell you something. You see, many women, they tie their following to how they feel about a man's leadership. Influenced by modern culture and laws that prioritize individual choice over commitment. Today, we have an epidemic of hyper-individualism. It is what it is. Today, everybody is told, rely on nobody but yourself. There is no teamwork being promoted anymore. Teamwork makes the dream work. They don't sell that shit no more. Even though it's a proven fact that that's what's necessary. Everybody is told hyper individualism. Do it on your own. Don't rely on nobody. Get your own shit. Do your own shit. Don't trust nobody. Make it by yourself. And so if you fall, you can fall. It's all your fault. Don't close your eyes, cross your arms, and fall back because they're not gonna catch you. That's what we're told today. Hyper individualism. God, when did we fall for that? Our entire society is built on partnerships. It's built on trust. It's built on relying on fellow man. We've made it this far as a species because we trusted each other. All of a sudden, everybody got to do it by themselves. You know how many people, everybody got a business and no employees. You know, back in the day, I was part of a church. And the church had a nonprofit. The nonprofit was right next door to the church in like the building that we had. Like the church was in one building. It was like this huge building. And then there was another commercial building right next to it. And that's where the nonprofit for the church is. And the thing is, there was other nonprofits doing the same thing that my pastor was trying to do. And I don't know if I ever asked him, but I know it was always on my mind. Why is it so many nonprofits doing the same thing? Whether it was, women's shelters or, mental health or feeding the homeless, whatever it was. Why is so many nonprofits doing the same thing with one or two people, but it's 5 to 10 nonprofits doing the same shit? How come it ain't just one with 20 people? Why do you all have to have your own nonprofit? Why do you all have to have your own little bitty business with just no employees? It's just you. You got your EIN number, you ran out and got your DBA, you got your business cards, you don't got no, and your little bit of money, your little bit of capital, and your little bit of inventory, and you doing the shipping, you doing the fucking sales, you doing the content creation, you doing the pictures, you doing the packaging, you doing the website, you doing everything all by your fucking self, and then you got a friend doing the same shit all by themselves. And it seems like it never dawns on people, why don't y'all partner up? Why don't y'all get together and make magic happen? I've been telling people all the time. I tell men this, by the way, because when I talk to men, I say, man, you could make $1 million by yourself. because I'm out here in LA. So, you can make $1 million alone, but you can make $3 million with a good partner. If you had a solid woman, you could make $1 million. But if you had the right woman, and it's hard to find them today, trust me. But if you had the right one, a good one, a solid one that will follow, not conditionally follow, Nicole. One that will follow, you would make $3 million. Who wants to make $1 million by themselves versus $3 million doing half the work, making 50% more money? So it never made sense to me why so many individual people wanted to do individual shit and they're all doing the same thing. All of you guys know somebody that has a small little business. Whether it's official or not, they got a little small brand. Everybody got a brand, right? Everybody got a company name. Some of y'all I'm talking to got a company name. You got a name and you got a Gmail and shit, and it's your company name. And it's just you. You don't got no employees. You don't got no staff. You don't got no motion in that regard. But you won't partner with somebody else that's doing something similar to what you're doing. I'm going to just put it out there. And it's very prevalent in the black community, in my community. I'm qualified to say that because my office is downtown in the fashion district and I'm the only black man on my street. My name is on my building, Shannon Rawls Fashion. No, I'm sorry, Shannon Rawls Studio is what my shit says. But that's where my fashion studio is. I'm the only one. I've had up to 7 employees at one time. So I've tried to partner with people and it's just like, nah, I'm gonna do it myself. It's like, well, why are you gonna do it yourself? I got all the shit. I got all the shit we need. I got all the equipment. I got the space. I got the equipment. I got the knowledge. I got the computers. I got everything we need, and I got the money. I'll put up the money. I've tried to partner with people and said I'll pay for it all. You don't gotta even come with no bread. I'll come with the bread and all the shit. You run it. Nah. I'm gonna do my niggas, boy. I tell you. Right, Chaos. That's right. Chaos said, I'll take making 3 to 50 million with a team. But that's not how we think. Everybody wants to do it by themselves. Now, let's get back. Now, I'm saying all that to say, that's how a lot of relationships are. That's how a lot of relationships are.
To the real world.
Modern culture promotes hyper-individualism, do it on your own. And so a man gets with a woman and, they like each other physically. We know how to fuck. Oh, we can fuck. Like, we know how to fuck each other. What up, Simply Deep? We know how to have sex with each other. Our physical attraction is covered. Beyond that, though, we can't get our mental together. Hyper individual. So you got a guy who's out here doing his shit. He's out there. He's single. He's working. He's making money. He's working. He's trying to move up the corporate ladder or whatever. You got a woman over here. She started her business and she started her consultancy company and she's got a few clients and she's got a few. She has some motion going on. They see each other at a fucking mixer or a club or at their friends. They got a mutual friend that has a birthday party and they meet. They like each other physically. They like each other physically. Will they get together and make some magic happen? And if they do, are they going to bump heads? Because it's her way or the highway because she's been doing it on her own so long. Is his way or the highways because he's been doing it on his own so long. Yet the woman is the one that says she wants a leader, but she's only going to let him lead if he leads the way she wants him to. And if he says that for her to do something that she don't want to do, then fuck that nigga. Maybe he sees something in her business that she should do, and she doesn't like his input. She doesn't want to do it, so she doesn't take his advice. We know how to be individually broke. We know how to be impoverished individually. We don't know how to become wealthy together. And it happens in our relationships, our romantic relationships. And we need to figure that out. Feelings-based following. Women say, I'll follow if I like where you're going. Quote. Women say, Nicole, do you say this, Nicole? I will follow you if I like where I'm going. I'll follow you if I like, where are we going? You know, I remember remember the whole ride or die thing that, Ice Cube and Yo-Yo, that rap song they made in the 90s and shit. But now it's like ride or die. It's like women are like, ride or die. Well, wait a minute. I got some questions. Well, where are we going? Well, hold on. Explain some shit to me. Because a lot of guys will lead women into a burning building. But then that questions the discernment of women picking the wrong man. Like, it's so many. It's like, where do you start? Like, where does the problem start? Does the problem start with a shitty man that's making bad decisions? Or does the problem start with a woman picking a shitty man? Why are you giving sex and benefits and girlfriend and wifey and love and all that? And why are you fucking spreading them cheeks for a nigga that you can't trust? Why did you even get with him to begin with? Because he was handsome? Because he gave you that dick like no other? Like what? Like, why did you even jeopardize your future with a dude that you can't even trust to lead you? How did he become such a shiftless, lazy bum? Let's go before that. Before she picked him, why is he like he is? Like, I don't know where to start. Like, why doesn't he know how to do shit? Why does he have to call AAA if there's a flat tire and there's a whole spare and a whole fucking car jack in the trunk? There's a car jack in the trunk. There's a spare in the trunk. The key to the lock lug is in the trunk. Everything's in the trunk, but he don't know what to do. He don't even know how to check the oil. He don't know how to check the transmission. He doesn't know how to do none of that. Why doesn't he know how to do anything? So then she doesn't trust him. So he has to call AAA if there's a flat tire. He doesn't know. He has to call roadside assistance because he doesn't know how to fucking, he doesn't know. He doesn't know what to do. He's looking at that scissor jack and he's like, how the fuck does this work? Like, where do I put this on the car? Do I put it? He's over there bending up the door. He's putting it in the wrong spot. He's fucking shit up because he doesn't know what to do. So she doesn't trust him. But my question is, why is she fucking with a man that don't know how to do that kind of stuff? Why are you riding in the car with a man that don't know anything about car? Like, it's so many, like, where does it start? Where does the problem start? So now she's with a man that she don't trust, but he's wanting her to trust him, but she don't trust him because the last time they had a flat tire, he freaked out more than she did. So how can she trust him? It's so much, man. This is a conversation that needs to be had. This is why I'm really on men. Gentlemen, we got to tighten up and then demand certain things. My man said they give up the cookie without any commitment. That is crazy. They give up the cookie with no commitment. They don't have no problem having his baby. But then she will not listen to his financial plans for the future. She will not, I repeat, N-O-T, not allow him to lead her. Women say, I'll follow if I like where you're going, but this is conditional loyalty, not submission. An example, a wife agrees to his career goals, but she bails on him when it means spending less. I mean, when it means less spending money. She don't mind him taking that job, but if that job cuts her spending money, she's out because it changes her lifestyle. You guys over here, man? I'm missing all these talk. Chaos says, did you see that one video? I think it was on TikTok. A man not sure if he's black, saying he does not want to work to keep his food stamps. And he loved living off the taxpayers' money. I have not seen that video. Chaos. Don't send it to me, Chaos, because that shit pisses me. Don't send that to me. A man said he don't want to work and he wants to stay on food stamps because he loves living off taxpayers' money. Was this a black man saying this? You know, it's guys like that, Chaos, that makes my argument harder. Because there's a lot of shiftless dudes out there. But then you got to ask yourself, where was he created? You got to go a step before that, right? There's all these fucking layers, man. Who created him? Who created that dude that says, I like my food stamps, I don't want to work, I want to live off the government? I think we know the answer to that one, Chaos. Simply says, what kind of conversations do you have with your chat? I'm new here. You anything you want. We talk about whatever. You talk about whatever. But I'm leaving this format though, Simply Deep. The whole, like, I'm gonna switch these over to seminars, webinars, and I'm gonna start talking about current events. I'm only got maybe 2 more weeks worth of, because I prepped these shows like this, all this text and stuff you see over here, Simply Deep. I prepped this stuff in advance, and I got maybe 2 weeks worth of more shows coming up, and then I'm done with this format, and I'm gonna switch over to current events. I'm gonna start reading articles. But yeah, man. The feminist narratives encourage women to prioritize their emotions over their duty. The feminist narrative has encouraged women to prioritize their emotions over their duties. This is why a lot of people say that women are single issue voters. Like when it comes to elections and voting, instead of looking at a broad range of things that a candidate may provide, whether it's the Democrat Party or the Republican Party, instead of looking at a range of issues that can affect a particular economy or community, a lot of women are tunnel vision, single issue voters. I'm voting for this person because they are talking about that one thing that I care about. All other things be damned. I don't give a fuck about infrastructure. I don't care nothing about the economy or poverty. I don't care shit about foreign affairs. I don't care nothing about the military. I only care about this thing, and that's who I'm voting for. The feminist narrative encourages women to prioritize emotions over duty, rejecting the obey in vows and treating it as if it's oppressive. Obey, quote unquote, obey. Women, ladies, I know that is a trigger word. Obey your man. If I say obey your husband, are you fucking, what? That's a trigger word. Right now, even some women hearing me say the word obey is making their hair raise up. It bothers them just a little bit. Like, ooh, I don't even, like, it's a bad word. Obey. Obey? I ain't obey. What the fuck? I ain't obeying no man. About 70% of divorces are initiated by women, often citing unhappiness. Some of that unhappiness is as a result of a man trying to get her to obey what he wants her to do. Now, we can sugarcoat the words. We can come up with a better word, a word that makes you feel better. Even though it's the same meaning, it feels better. But the word obey, Oh, no, I'm not obeying nobody. Well, do you want a man to lead you? Yeah, I want him to lead me. Do you want a man to guide you into the best decisions that's good for you? Yeah. Do you want a man to help you fix up your shitty credit and get you living into a better situation and have your children comfortable and in a better learning environment and you in a more comfortable home? Yeah. Well, you got to obey what he tells you to do. Oh, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not obeying no nigga that's telling me what to do. How can I get all of that without obeying him? Is what women want. How can I get all the benefits of what this man could give me without having to listen to what this man is telling me to do to get all of these benefits? Nicole says the word obey sounds outdated. How does a word sound outdated? The only thing that sounds outdated to me are names like Gertrude. Like, who's going to name their child Gertrude today? Are there any babies today named Gertrude? Okay. How is the word obey outdated? The word, it is what it is. It's only outdated because you know what the connotation that comes with it. It's not outdated. It's there's not an alternate word. And that's what I'm saying. Women, you guys want a different word to make you feel better because, like I said, the feminist movement encourages women to prioritize your emotions. This is what feminism has done. To me, it's a disease. And you ladies don't even realize you're infected by it. It encourages you to follow your feelings. And so if the word obey feels outdated, you reject it, despite what the actual word is defined as and telling you what to do. Nicole, you said men don't say that in real life. You know why men don't say that in real life? This is the whole nature of this show. Is because men are afraid of women and pussy has power. The reason why men don't say that in real life, Nicole, is because they won't get no pussy if they use it. If I tell you to obey me and do what I tell you to do, you might not give me no pussy. And so men have become accustomed to not using certain words so they can still get laid. That's just the reality. A lot of men lie and manipulate and say shit and sugarcoat and baby, you're not fat. And they say all kind of crazy shit to women because they're worried because men unfortunately are led by sex. Oscar Wilde said it best. Everything in the world is about sex except for sex. Sex is about power. I'll repeat. Everything in the world is about sex except for sex. Sex is about power. Oscar Wilde. The reason why men don't use terms like obey and it feels outdated is because men know that if they use those words, they won't get sex. So they don't use it. Well, my man Scott, he says it's a game. Pay attention to what Scott says. It's a game. So it's like, okay, well, I can't say that. What can I say? Oh, let's cooperate. Now from when I'm gathering, cooperate is a bad word. I saw a podcast or I saw a clip somewhere. Women said, I ain't cooperating with they said, you're not going to cooperate? No, cooperation. She made this chick, it was a young black woman, man. It was on like it wasn't Pop the Balloon. It was one of them shows. And she said, I'm not cooperating with nobody. I don't like how that sounds. I'm like, God damn, we running out. We only got so many words, ladies and gentlemen. Our vocabulary can only go so far. We can't use obey. We can't use submit. Submission and obey is gone. Those words are outdated, and if you use them, you're gonna have a fucking problem. Even though they claim they want to obey and submit to you. They want to follow you, just don't tell them that they need to be a follower. You can't call a woman a follower, but she wants to follow you because calling her a follower sounds bad. It's the emotion in it. It doesn't feel good. You can't tell her to obey you. They take that out of the marriage vows. Y'all saw that clip, the girl and the pastor, he was like, to love and obey, and she was like, And everybody's like, oh shit. And the pastor, like, we talked about this in counseling. Y'all seen that clip that went viral last year or something like that? So we can't use obey, we can't use submit, we can't call a woman a follower. Like, we're running out of fucking words. And now you can't even say cooperate. It's a trip. But hear me out. Let's just get through this here. The legal backing. No-fault divorce laws let women exit if they don't feel led correctly, unlike military or job structures where discipline is enforced. So, no-fault divorce. You guys remember when no-fault... So there was a time, before most of us, where when you got a divorce, somebody was wrong. It's like, okay, the judge was like, okay, who fucked up? You cheated, man. You cheated on this woman and she was a good woman to you. She was faithful to you. She did the things that a woman, that a wife is expected to do, and you fucked your secretary, bro? Yeah, she gets everything. There was a time where there was a fault divorce, where if he fucked up because he couldn't keep his dick in his pants, then, bruh. There was a time where if she got caught fucking the pool boy, he's at work doing 60 hours a week, busting his ass at the factory to try to bring food home to the family, working in the coal mines and shit. And then she's out here fucking the mailman daily when he comes by. The milkman is banging your wife. She didn't get a goddamn thing in the divorce. There used to be a time where we had fault divorce. And then came no fault divorce. Then came, it doesn't matter who fucked up. It don't matter why you want a divorce. I'm not happy. What do you mean? What does happiness look like? Like, what the fuck does that mean? It doesn't matter now. It's no fault. You could quit the divorce because you wake up one morning out of the blue. In fact, as far as he's concerned or she's concerned, everything is fine. Like we just made love last night or 2 nights ago. We just got back from vacation. That shit was great. We haven't even posted the photos yet. We're still unpacking. Everything is great. But one of them woke up 8 out of 10 times, it's the woman, and said, I want a divorce. Only 2 out of 10 is the man wake up. 8 out of 10 is the woman wake up and says, I'm not happy. And they say, well, why? We grew apart. What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? I thought it was through thickness and through thin, through sickness and through health. No, hell no. All that be damned. I'm not happy. We grew apart. And so, but the judge, now that's not a question for the judge. The judges are not allowed to ask who did what. It's just irreconcilable. We got differences and they're irreconcilable. We're irreconcilable. Nicole says, why don't men think happiness is important? Not a fairy tale way, but seriously, happiness is important. You're right, happiness is important, but duty is more important. Because life is ebbs and flows. There's ups, Nicole, and there's downs. There's ups, Nicole, and there's downs. Men realize sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. We were happy when we got married, We may not be happy today, but we might be happy tomorrow. Men understand that. Women, on the other hand, when there's down, they're like the whole end of the world. There's no equity in women. All the good shit doesn't add up for women. It's how you feel today, unfortunately. That's why there's very little equity when it comes to women. All the good things and the good days and the love and the vacations and the love making and all the wonderful shit that you guys went through early on in the honeymoon stage, all of that is never accounted for because you're feeling bad today. That's typically, it's all about how you feel right now. And if that lasts a little too long, a year or two, you out. You out. And another thing is, men will sacrifice their happiness for the children, for his woman. You think he's fucking happy plowing snow? I live in LA, but I lived in New York for 3 years. I remember how that snow is. Plowing snow to get out and go to work and fucking and listen at some boss tell him what the fuck to do all day just so he can make some money to try to get his woman a Gucci purse and keep her happy to a degree. And if she don't get the purse she wants, remember, happiness is also subjective because one woman's happiness is not the same as another woman's. Another thing, and this is where social media is an issue, Nicole, if you're still listening, because everybody's heard the term keeping up with the Joneses. What women do, men don't typically do this. Generally speaking, especially married men, women will look at what her friend has. Well, I have a brand new Honda Accord, but my friend has a Mercedes. Ew, I want a Mercedes too. I'm not happy. So she's not happy with her brand new Honda Accord because her homegirl in the PTA club or her homegirl that, you know, in the girls' little, you know, brunch Sundays, she pulls up with a Louis Vuitton purse. She has Christian Louboutin red bottoms, and all she has is some fucking, you know, Kate Spade shoes. Some bullshit. Her high heels, she doesn't have any Jimmy Choos. She doesn't have any Yves Saint Laurent. She doesn't have a YSL purse. So she's mad that because Coach ain't good enough. Her husband bought her a Coach purse. Coach? Like, Coach? Bitch, who wants a Coach purse? Who wants a Coach purse? I want a Louis Vuitton purse. That ain't good enough. Her man went out and bought her a Coach purse, and so she's like, that's not good enough for me. So now, Nicole, to answer your question, she's not happy. So you got this motherfucker over here with a husband that's working his ass off, and the best he can do is get her a Coach purse. But because her friend got an Yves Saint Laurent, got a Balenciaga, or got some other fucking bullshit designer purse, she's not happy. So happiness is subjective. You can't keep you happy if you always chasing something better. And that's the thing about lifestyle. And this is what I try to teach men. Women marry lifestyle more often than not. There's some good women out there that don't give a fuck about that. We are not talking about them, and they are not listening to this podcast. They are happy with their man. There's enough women to have this conversation that don't give a fuck about that. They care about lifestyle. And the thing is, if you achieve, it's almost like a drug. It's like a starter drug. You know how many women that start off in the strip club and end up being porn stars? You know how many people start smoking weed and end up on crack? Same thing. Some women start off on small stuff. It's like, well, you know, I got an iPhone, but you got to have the iPhone Pro. Like, why you can't just get the regular iPhone? What's wrong with an Android? Do you want a phone so you can make phone calls and communicate with your family, be able to send a text message, maybe check Instagram here and there, read your emails, check your Gmail? Yes. Then why the fuck do you need an iPhone Pro Max? You gotta have the iPhone Pro Max? Why can't you have the iPhone Air Why can't you have the basic iPhone? You got to get the Pro Max. Why? Because she got the Pro Max. But she's an influencer. She takes pictures and does video and all this extra stuff. You don't do none of that. But you still got to have an iPhone Max. That's the women. And so if her man gets her an Android, if her man brings home a motherfucking Samsung, flip phone or some shit, it does all the same shit. She could go to Facebook. She could do all that shit there. She upset because she didn't get the iPhone Pro Max. She's not happy now. You get what I'm saying, Nicole? I think somebody wrote Birkin. Right, then it's a Birkin, because once you get the Louis Vuitton, and it's like, all right, baby, I got you the Louis Vuitton. I know you. When we were dating, I got you the Coach. You know, I got you the Toomey luggage. I got you the Coach. Now I got you the Louis Vuitton. Now you want the Birkin bag. The Birkin is next. Happiness is subjective to you women. And men can't keep up because your happiness comes and goes. What made you happy yesterday doesn't make you happy today. It's never ending, it seems. And you end up in the fucking divorce court. And more often than not, 60-something%, last I checked, they regret that decision. Because what they thought was greener on the other side is just dirt and weeds. Ain't shit over there. Right. He said yesterday's happiness is not today's happiness. And that's not the same for men. Our happiness is typically the same. Man, we want the same burger, the same fries. We want the same fucking, we have sex, bend that ass over and let me stick it in the same way because it feels the same good. I want to watch the same football game on the same TV, on that same sofa, and drive my same truck For men, our happiness is typically constant. Women, your shit is like a fucking roller coaster, man. And men are often out there chasing things to make their women happy. And if they don't meet the fucking goal of her, she's out. So I hope that answers some of it. But ladies, men cannot lead without trust. And without giving him that trust, you leave him frustrated and or emasculated. More often emasculated. You leave men emasculated. You make them, ladies, do you guys realize the power that you have? Some people say, what do women bring to the table? What do women bring to, I always hated that question. I think men should even ask women that question. What do you bring to the table? The value is what matters. And oftentimes, lady, your value to a man is intangible. You can't touch it. It's not a thing that you can pick up, feel. It's an energy that you bring to a man that gives him the strength and the not necessarily the ingenuity, but the motivation to go out there and get what he needs to get. You bring a certain energy, and ladies, I don't know if you realize that you could fuck that up on a man. A lot of guys say, fuck, why did I even meet her? I was fine when I was without her. She came in. Remember that song? I think it was Deborah Cox, Love Don't Live Here No More. I forget how that fucking song went. Love don't live here. Nobody's supposed to be here. I tried that love thing for the last time. My heart said no. Nobody's supposed to. Some guys feel like, yo, she didn't came in my life and turn my shit upside down because I like how she makes me feel, to the point where she can guide me good or bad. She can take me up or down. Ladies, you have the ability to guide a man, and you will emasculate him when you don't allow him to do what he needs to do, because you're always fighting everything he tries to do. Man, let's talk about the last piece and I'm gonna let you guys go. How long I've been live? Fucking 2 hours. Chaos. Why do y'all let me talk? I'm supposed to go to a masquerade party tonight. Y'all be letting me talk, man. I said 30 minutes, Chaos. How you let me go out 2 hours, bro? Ladies, do you follow men based on your commitment to him or how you feel? Does your mood determine on if you're going to follow your man's lead? Ladies, let me explain something to you and how you can get in line. And gentlemen, I'm going to explain to you how you can demand it. This is how the relationships are going to work. I know there's work involved in every relationship. Nothing just happens. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Relationships are work on both sides. That's right, Chaos. Ladies, you must embrace true submission. Gentlemen, you must demand it if you want to bring a strong masculine-led marriage or relationship, however you want to define it. Men, you have to be masculine. Ladies, you have to be feminine. Those two things are the synergy between those two work together. It has been for fucking eons. And ladies, you have to be submissive, and men, you have to demand submission. Unfortunately. It has to be said now. It can't just be implied. Ladies, this is for you. I'm talking to you. Accept submission. Don't get triggered by words like submit, submission, obey, cooperate, cooperation. Submit, submission, obey, cooperate, cooperation. Remove that from your trigger word list. They are not bad words, ladies. You need to choose to trust. Now, you have the freedom of choice now. It ain't like motherfucker. This ain't Color Purple. You ain't Sealy and he ain't Mister. All right? The danger of tigers and bears and marauders coming to the farm to rape and pillage, those days are over. So now, ladies, you get to choose to trust his vision. It's important that you choose wisely with the men that you be with. The problem that a lot of women have is that you guys have very shitty picking systems. When left to your own devices, you more often than not pick the wrong men. Choose to trust his vision, not lose power. Let him decide the family budget and support him as an example. Even if it's not ideal. Even if it's not ideal, ladies. Let him roll. You act like the fucking sky's gonna fall. Let him decide. When you get in the car and you guys are going to an event, ladies, and you are the quote unquote passenger princess, shut the fuck up. He wants to go left. You want to go right, but you in the passenger seat and you know where you're going. You got to get to the hotel or to the event or to the wherever you guys are going, to the party, to the house. And you want to go right because you think that that's going to be the best way. And he wants to go left. Shut up and let him go left. He's driving. Be the passenger princess you claim you want to be. You don't got to give input and get here. He don't want to even hear all of that shit. Just sit back. And what if it takes a little longer? So what? Oh, his route took 6 extra minutes. We got here 6 minutes long. What the fuck? Do you listen to some of the arguments that you guys make? Is it even worth the fight? But we went his way. It took us 6 minutes longer. What? It took 6 minutes longer because he went left and took the streets instead of right and the highway like you wanted to go. Ladies, support his decision, even if it's not ideal. You don't know psychologically that's empowering him to be the leader that you ultimately are going to want in the long run. Remember, we're talking long-term success here. I'm not talking about success for next week. I'm not talking about success for next year. I'm talking long-term success for your family, for your children to grow. Maybe his decision to go left for that route to the party wasn't the best one, but it's the one that he made. And then when you get home or when you get to the party or at some cool time, you can discuss, babe, you know, I noticed we went left last time. What do you think about going right? We should try that one time. There's so many ways that you can introduce shit into a conversation to make things palatable for a man, but you want to fight in the goddamn passenger seat and argue, and now you're at the party. He don't even want to be around you. Y'all split and go your own ways and shit. He don't bring you no drinks. He ain't dancing with you. Y'all damn near strangers at the party because you fought his ass on the way there, arguing on how to get there when you could have just shut the fuck up and sat in the passenger seat and played on your phone the whole way, or been quiet and listened to some smooth jazz on the radio. Sometimes, ladies, you guys create arguments and fights and battles that's unnecessary because you're fighting power. You're fighting for power and leadership that you claim that you don't want. Fellas, I'm gonna get to you in a second. Ladies, I'm still on you. Drop the conditions. Follow your man unless it's harmful. Not just when you agree. Commitment means backing him, especially publicly. Don't go against your man publicly. You know how many times that happens? You know how many times you embarrass or emasculate your man in front of other people? In front of your family, in front of auntie and them, or grandpa or nana, in front of his partners, in front of his boys. You going against him, or you challenging him, or you questioning him somehow. Back your man, ladies, and not only when you agree. Unless it's harmful to you, unless it's a detriment to your health, unless it's abuse, back your man. And ladies, embrace the traditional vows. Accept the term obey. And I know you don't want to because obey is a trigger word. Some of y'all right now just got an itch because I said it. Accept the word obey as a pledge to unity. It's not slavery, ladies. Obeying your man is not slavery. I know that's what the feminist movement has taught you, that some of you guys fell for. Look at, and how's that working out for you, huh? How's that body count? Listening to the feminist movement, how's your body count? Obeying your man is not slavery. Vows prioritizing partnership build stronger marriages. And here's the most important and the last one for you ladies to do. This is the most important of all the things that I just said. You need to find a worthy leader. Not just lay down with the nigga that looks good, the nigga that with the slick talk, the dude with the fresh kicks, the guy that makes you. Find a worthy leader. Seek a man who has aligned values. Okay? Values, political. You know how many divorces there were last year? Because of Trump versus Harris, Kamala. You know how many people were in relationships and didn't even know their fucking partner's political stance? Their values didn't even align, and they never had a conversation about it. There was people that were in relationships that didn't even have the same political values. Women was like, I'm married to a fucking conservative. Men were like, I'm married to a fucking liberal. What the? We never talked about it. Ladies, you have to find a man who has aligned values. Now, a lot of you guys are not going to find men, especially in today's age, that have aligned with the values that that's been thrusted upon you. But I don't want you to micromanage his methods. I want you to find somebody who's in alignment with you spiritually, politically, intellectually, financially. You guys are in alignment. You won't have a problem with following him. Far too often, you allow your lustful, physical requirements to override everything else, and then you get involved with somebody who was never worthy of leading you to begin with. But now you locked in because you had his kid or whatever the fuck. Find a worthy leader, ladies, and this conversation won't be hard for you. Gentlemen, you need to demand respect. I really want to say you need to command respect, but I'm just for argument's sake and to keep this simple, because that's a whole different show. I got a show on command versus demand in terms of respect. But I want you to demand your respect. You got to set expectations, gentlemen. I know a lot of you guys want to fuck. Man, that pussy good. I get it. Oh, man, I understand. Trust me, I understand. But you have to set expectations and be willing to walk away when they aren't met. You got to be able to set your expectations and be able to, gentlemen, can you walk away from a woman who fucks and sucks you excellently? Can you walk away from her? Or do you compromise your respect for sex? Now, me being a 53-year-old guy and gone through all of that kind of shit, it's easier for me to say, because I've already gone through it. But so for a younger guy in his 30s, it's going to be a little harder. It's going to be a little harder. I want you to have my mindset 20 years before you get to where I'm at. I know it's hard, gentlemen, but you have to set your expectations. When you talk to your woman, you say, I will lead, but I need your support. Not your veto. You don't get to just veto my fucking decisions because they don't make you feel good. And you need to walk away from women who won't commit. Gentlemen, that is my challenge to you. Walk away from women, even if she fine. Even if she fine. Walk away from a woman that won't commit to you, man. It ain't worth it, brother. Trust me when I tell you. Listen to OG. Listen to OG, it ain't worth it. I've been up and down that mountain multiple times. Gentlemen, you must, and I'm gonna switch these next two because the second one is really the last. Gentlemen, you need to enforce your boundaries. Do not tolerate constant pushback from no woman. Do not tolerate constant pushback. I'm a man. Listen, I'm a wordsmith, so I use my words properly. Do not tolerate constant pushback from your woman. If she won't follow you, she's not a partner. Do not tolerate constant pushback. Don't do it. And lastly, gentlemen, and this is where a lot of you guys have fallen short. This is where this coincides with the last one that I gave the women, because this is what women are finding lacking in a lot of men today, and I concur with a lot of these women. I understand what these women are saying because I see it myself. Gentlemen, you must be a worthy leader. You have to become a worthy leader. You don't get to lead because you got a dick. You don't, bruh. I get it. Now, I got an argument that all men are leaders, but are you a worthy one? All men are leaders. 100% of men are leaders. But are you worthy of the woman that you somehow got? You got her, bruh. You got her. She could have picked any other nigga. She picked you to lead her. Are you worthy of leading her? You will earn her trust through competence. Not a bunch of fumbling, bumbling, don't know what to do, asking her, baby, I don't know what to do. Fucking always confused. Don't have answers. Don't know how to make shit happen. You're not a producer. You don't know how to create shit. You're not a shaker and mover. You're just always confused and not sure. And you're not. Your self-esteem is low. Are you a worthy leader of the woman that you got, gentlemen? Improve yourself financially, mentally, physically. Improve yourself on those three fronts. You're good. Finances, mental, physical. Be a good-looking, strong man. Have your money right. Get your mind right. You can't lose. All three. You don't get to pick two and lack on one of them. You don't get to slack on one of those. You gotta be solid in all three, bro. You gotta be solid in all three. You gotta be a competent leader. And your competence shines through your ability to be physically, mentally, and financially strong. You will not have too many problems. Oh, and by the way, gentlemen, when you master those three, and I can help you. If you need help in any one of those, holler at your boy. We talk about it offline because we don't do this shit in public. When you shine in all three of those, you don't have no motherfucking problem walking away. It's either like get with it, or you ain't with the program. All right, no problem. You won't have no problem. You won't even bother with a woman who's not with the program. You won't even go there. It won't get that far. But far too often, a lot of you gentlemen are lacking in one or all of these areas. But you're out there dating. And then you get with a woman and you're not a competent leader. You are not worthy of leading that woman because you're lacking in one or all of those three areas. Gentlemen, if you get that shit together, you don't have to worry about nothing. Trust me when I tell you. What is it? Trust me, bro? Trust me, bro. Trust me. Listen to Sergeant Shan. I've been up and down. I'm telling you, I've been around the block, bruh. And then to both men and women, here's something that's important. You need to discuss your roles up front. Oh, we partners, we equal. No, ain't no, what the fuck you mean? What does that mean? Discuss your roles up front. Ladies, discuss what you expect from a man as soon as you can. Gentlemen, Discuss what you expect from your woman as soon as you can. As soon as possible, so you can waste no time. State your vision, gentlemen. You got to have a program if you want a woman to get on one. Don't be out here building planes as you fly it and shit. Women, you need to commit to these programs once you hear them. Gentlemen, you got to give her the program so she can commit and give her, so she can have the opportunity to opt out. You don't get to fucking get her, hook her in, get her all fucking love bomb her, lock her in, get her all hooked up on you, and then hit her with a program that she doesn't want to fucking buy. Come on, man. Hey, baby, this is the program over here. This is where this bus is going. You want to ride? You can get on my bus. You see where the marquee said at the front, at the top of my windshield, this is where we're heading on this bus. Would you like to get on and ride with me? And then she could either stand there and say, no, I'll take the next bus. She could say, no, you know what? I appreciate where you're going. Thank you for being upfront about where you're going and how you're getting there. I'm gonna wait here at the bus stop for the next bus coming because I don't want to go where you're going or how you're going. You give her that option. Bruh, don't have her get on your bus and you start riding and then you start changing and switching up how you getting there and changing the fucking directions and going off road and all this other kind of shit. And then she's holding on. She's like, what the fuck? I didn't know that this is what we was doing. What you gonna say? Oh, you didn't ask. No, bruh. Be clear and upfront with your program early on. Give her the opportunity to select. Now, if she gets on, it's on her. She better hold on tight. Ladies, if you get on that bus that was clearly laid out to you where it's going and how it's getting there, you better fucking trust the driver. Trust the driver, ladies. He don't want you to crash because if listen, ladies, if you crash, he crash. You think he want to crash? You think that man want to fail? If you get on his bus, ladies, trust the driver. And you'll be all right. I don't know how y'all let me go for 2 hours. How long I go on Chaos? 2 hours and 13 minutes. I don't know how y'all let me go this long. Nicole, sometimes. What you over here talking about, Nicole? I ain't looked over here. Ladies, get rid of this conditional following. This whole I'll follow under certain conditions. No, stop. Don't do that. Stop following your man under certain conditions. Follow your man because you trust that he's going to take you in the directions that's going to be successful for the family, for your relationship. Ladies, stop following men who's not worthy of being fucking followed. That's the first thing. But he fucks you so good. He makes you orgasm. Or he has a nice car. Or, he looks good. No, he has to have the whole package. Gentlemen, become the whole package. Become worthy of being followed. Establish your boundaries, and get rid of women who don't want to do what you want to do. It's just that simple. Do not let women ride on your bus that ain't willing to follow your instructions. Open the door and let her off. But damn it, gentlemen, have a plan on how you get into where you're going. And then explain that plan to your woman. And everybody will be all right. All right? Am I going to go to this party? What time? It is fucking midnight. I was supposed to be at the party at midnight. And didn't I say that about an hour ago? I guess I'm not going. I'm not going to no goddamn masquerade party in Beverly Hills tonight. I appreciate you guys for being here. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, join the army, the SR Army at srarmy.com, where we're taking lives to the next level. I'm Mr. Shan, the man with the plan. I've been there and done that. Not much surprises me anymore. And you, my friends, are dismissed.
Esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, ella quiere ver. Pa' que el jefe se dé cuenta que aquí perdió esa mujer. Lo que quiere es enloquecer, ser la mujer que él quería ver. Esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, que yo parezca en él. Como que ella quiere disfruta la noche, lo anormal. Creo que el novio teme que su relación va a terminar. Se da cuenta que no necesita a alguien más. Quiere un selfie para su Instagram. Ella ya no quiere relación, alguien que diga su condición, que solamente le dé traición, para después llegar con un perdón. Quiere hangar y ser de esos babies que goza la vida y lo hacen con. Esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, ella quiere ver. Para que el jefe se dé cuenta que aquí perdió esa mujer, perdió esa mujer. Lo que quiere es enloquecer, ser la mujer que él quería ver. Esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, que yo parezca en mí, que yo parezca en mí. No tiene sueños, solamente en sus sueños. Nos ponemos risueños con un norteño y mi flow brasileño. Yo te juro que es bueno, ya me doy el follow. Es empate si lo desigualo. Le gusta lo nasty y lo malo. Me traje un regalo. Ella ya no quiere relación, alguien que diga su condición, que solamente le dé traición, para después llegar con un perdón. Quiere hangar y ser de esos babies que goza la vida y lo hacen como. Esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, ella quiere ver, ella quiere ver. Para que el jefe se dé cuenta que aquí perdió esa mujer, perdió esa mujer. Lo que quiere es enloquecer, ser la mujer que él quería ver. Esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, que yo parezca en mí, que yo parezca en mí. Dime todo lo que ella quiere, nada ha sido regalado. Entre más independiente, más quiero estar a su lado. Es de esas nenas, mata, es que más. Ella está plena la noche entera. Esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, ella quiere ver, ella quiere ver. Para que el jefe se dé cuenta que aquí perdió esa mujer, perdió esa mujer. Lo que quiere es enloquecer, ser la mujer que él quería ver. Esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, que ella parezca en mí, que